couple of weeks ago, we ran an article in the Weekly sort of highlighting what I thought the both political candidates, both Greg Bickley and Lisa Chesters, needed to do to win the election. The idea of it was to try and bring them closer to what the Bendigo community wanted and needed, and sort of away from their irrelevant and outdated advisors a little bit. Now, whilst for a week or so we've seen some good comments and some good media events from both candidates in relation to this, seem to be listening and moving into the suburbs and trying to listen to what the community wants. A couple of their latest mail-outs have suggested that those within both camps who are still, I guess, a little outdated in their views and not necessarily across what Bendigo wants or needs, are still having a bit of a say. The first one comes from Lisa Chesters, who has one out about the broadband, which is fair enough. It's an interesting area for Labor. It shows that they actually have a point of difference in terms of policy with the Liberals. What we have basically is a plan suggesting that with Labor, connecting to high-speed broadband is free. With the Liberals, with the coalition, connecting to high-speed broadband will cost $5,000. Now, the jury's out still on whether that's actually a true statement. I guess if you want to connect to high-speed broadband, yeah, you may need to pay a bit extra. But the Liberals' plan is obviously, as you know, not to put high-speed broadband, but to put what's basically copper to the home, high-speed broadband to businesses and hospitals and schools, but copper to the home. Now, what the Liberals' plan will be a lot faster than what we've got now. It won't be anywhere near as fast as the Labor plan, but it'll be a lot faster than what we've got now. What this actual pamphlet fails to do is point out that the Labor's plan will miss out on approximately a third of Bendigo's homes and businesses, and that up to the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years, there's no plan to connect those to Labor's plan, high-speed broadband at all. Whereas the Liberal Party has its plan to connect to all Bendigo homes and businesses, even though it's only via the copper by 2016. The other one that came out this week is from Greg Bickley. It's going on this slogan of his, which is the real local, real solutions. It's a bit nasty. It talks about a nice little picture there of Rosalind Park, Bendigo local 100%, and then genuine union import from Queensland with a rather nice pic there of the Gold Coast. Talking about needs a local, a real local. This is a negative one, obviously, and as both of them are, but this is specifically negative, and the concern here is it's nasty, it's outdated, it's not necessarily relevant. The only things that Greg needs to talk about when he's talking about being a real local, he's not pointing out necessarily that Lisa Chesters did not grow up here and hasn't spent all of her life here like he has, but what he should be doing is focusing on the positives of his localness, if you like. He should be going out and saying, look, I remember when we had this issue, I remember speaking to this person years ago about this issue, and basically highlighting his localness within the polity and within the policy issues. At the moment, he's not. He's just saying, I'm a real local and she's not, so nah. And that necessarily isn't going to win him any votes. In fact, both these things, what they will do is they'll actually preach to the converted. They probably won't win a lot of votes. And I guess from the point of view of what I was saying before, it's not necessarily what the local Bendigo community wants to hear. But at the moment, what we've basically got here is we've got two pamphlets that really aren't going to win any votes. All they're going to do is keep the party and the candidate happy. Feel-good factor there. It's unlikely to make a big difference, and to be honest, Bendigo deserves a fair bit better than this.